Are you disappointed with the result, or do you think it's better performed or a better result than your last two appearances there, where you took the lead and lost the game?
Good evening, you all. It's a mix of feelings, I have to say, of course. When you are leading the score twice, and of course Liverpool after the 20th minute playing with 10 man, of course we got that feeling that we should have won the game, but the game was not just against 10. I think the first 20 minutes from ourselves and the way we started the game showed the trust on ourselves as well, massive respect with Liverpool, of course, the quality with the crowd behind. In some moments they can be unstoppable, but we took that risk and we wanted here, and we show from the first minute that we are here to try to win the game, and because that we started so well and leading the score. Our dynamic up front create a lot of problems for them always. The red card made an impact, of course. The game became a little bit more emotional. The crowd played their part, of course Liverpool players as well. They took some risks to start to play more man-on-man all the pitch, and I think what I felt that we should have kept more the ball on ourselves, circulate a little bit better, to try to make them to run more, and I think was something that I felt that we have lack of, to have more possession on the ball, to make a little bit Liverpool to run a little bit more. We tried to adjust at half time that situation to go in a direction that we can keep the ball more ourselves. Of course, the early goal from Liverpool made a massive impact on it, but even so I think we reacted well, and we scored a 2-1 and came the late goal after, and they equalized the game. So many times that you arrive in dangerous areas. The second half was clear in our left-hand side. I think the way you planned the game, our first goal, the way you planned the position of Robinson this afternoon and Alex a little bit more inside create a lot of problems for Liverpool. We knew that the position of Salah a little bit more inside, we should have created more problems for them in that moment, and we did it. I think almost all the game, even the first minutes of the game, that we scored the first goal. The second goal is more or less in the same way. But arriving in so many dangerous areas, 4 against 3, 3 against 2, sometimes 3 against 3, you should have taken better decisions to create more clear chances. Is the thing that we go home a little bit with that strange feeling that we should have created more chances. But okay, the power of Liverpool in some moments made an impact too. And answer direct to you, both feelings. Pleased for the performance, the way you did it, the braveness from the players from the first minute, and of course leading the score twice against 10 man, 60, 70 minutes. We should have taken the 3 as well, but it's what it is. It's football, and we don't play against an easy side too.
Marco, you sort of mentioned it a bit there about Anthony Robinson, but can you talk a bit more about his performance today? You know, from playing left back away from home at Anfield, you know, involved in 2 goals, caused real problems.
Yeah, what a performance! It's difficult to express in words the performance of Robinson this afternoon. Again, it's not the first time. I know that he's a player that if I have to play, we have to play again in 2 days, 3 days time. He's going to be ready again, and he's a great athlete. But the way he's been improving in our defensive process, some setups, defensive setups, he's always an open mind to learn, and he's been improving really. And of course in third attack, he's already the fullback in Premier League with more assists from open play. Last season he was the fullback with more assists in open play as well in Premier League. Showed the way he's been improving, because a player that arrives so many times there, he has to be decisive, and I think this season is showing more of that. But as you know, as you said as well, playing against Salah, a lot of situations 1v1, the way he was brave, the way he was assertive and aggressive in the right way, with the yellow card from I don't know when he took the yellow card, but probably 25, 30 minutes of the game. Even so, always really aggressive in a good way, up and down every single time. What a performance from him. He's a great example, one of the greatest in our dressing room. The way he works, the way he's been playing, and he's been brilliant for us, and we are really pleased to have him with us.
There's also the block from Van Dijk in the 93rd, maybe that showed the other side of his performance.
Yes, as I said, the way he's been improving, and because we all know, and I know him very well from Everton when I was a young player from at Everton, and was probably too early for him to go in that. But after he went in a different path, he went to have some game time, and even when I arrived at Fulham 4 seasons ago, and the way he's been improving off the ball is being exceptional. And of course, if you create the right moments for him, if you set up him in the right areas, he's going to be decisive going forward and going up and down every single time, because it's not easy for any winger to follow him the way he plays. And of course, with a player like Alex that is really good connecting with him, we have a really strong left side, definitely. And this afternoon was again decisive.
A couple of final questions, one here and then.
Is there a better left back in the Premier League at the moment?
You are asking for a Fulham manager. Of course, I'm going to say yes. I don't want to speak too much about him, because I know this coming January and it's going to be again the same story about Robinson, and really I don't want to go in that direction. Robinson is really focused in the way he wants to work and behave, and let's keep him as more focused as we can. And of course, pleased with him. As I said last season, the numbers, and you like really the numbers and the stats and whatever. I said to you, open play was the fullback with more assists at this level, improving like he's been improving off the ball, and the defensive process show the quality that he has. It's crucial for us as a player, and of course we are pleased with him. If he's the best or not, probably I'm not the right person to talk about. My players, they're always the best, and I let this to you to speak about him.
And final question here, Jack.
Hi. Very, very good performance. What a debut for him, and to come here at Anfield like we come, with a lot of absences. Our two central defenders, normal that they have been playing more, Joaquin and Calvin Bassett, they were not here, and Is and George, they did it really well. What a performance from Cuenca. It's not a surprise for us and for his teammates as well, because the way you see him playing the pre-season, we saw him playing more games, the way you see him training every single day, we know that he has quality, top quality on the ball, really aggressive as well, and of course, debuted Premier League, but he's a player that last 2-3 seasons is playing in La Liga, always at the highest level as well, and we were really comfortable with him. Of course, it's not good when you have absence of any player, and Calvin is doing really well, but we are really feeling that it's going to be a good game for Cuenca, and he did it. Thank you. Thank you.
Andy?
Arne, do you look at that as glass half full or glass half empty? Positive or negatively? Dropping points, but the way you managed to come back in those circumstances, you must take a lot from it.
Yeah, I think it's exactly the opposite from our Girona game, where I was pleased with the result, but not with the performance. But I was only pleased with the result. Now I'm very, very, very happy about our performance. Couldn't have asked for more. But of course not with the result, because if you drop points in a home game against Fulham, that's definitely not what you expect and what you want. But yeah, being 2 times a goal down, so many things go against you. Except for one thing, that is our players and our fans. That was outstanding today.
Arne, you said on, I think in one of the television interviews about Andy Robertson potentially having been injured a bit, and that was maybe you thought he would have been a bit quicker otherwise. I mean, was it a case that you considered taking him off, and how is he?
No, I think what the team showed today, the character they showed, that is also what Robbo showed. And sometimes if you get a kick like this, so 2 studs on a knee, that can hurt for a few minutes. And then if you just keep on running, then it gets better and better. And that's what we are hoping for. Not in the least, if that's the way to say it, because I only had one defender on the bench, which is not a left fullback as well. So you are hoping he was managing to come through it, and I think he did quite well. But the moment I noticed that he wasn't completely himself was the one time that they put the ball in behind and he started running. He was just able to head it back to Ali. But I felt, okay, let's see how this continues. And I think it was quite fast afterwards where he conceded the red card. Nothing to blame on him. Character that he wanted to continue because he got quite a hard knock on his knee with 2 studs. So unfortunately, it led to a red card that was a deserved red card.
You mentioned the incident David Robertson early on in this deal. Are you surprised that it was only given a yellow for that one, given how high it was at the time, or had a chance to view it back or anything like that?
If I look back at the 100 minutes I saw, I wasn't surprised that he didn't give a red card.
What do you mean by that?
It's up to you how you want to read this comment. No, but it's been judged by the VAR. So when I saw, I didn't even saw it because someone stood in front of me. So I was, why is he on the ground? Why is he on the ground? And then people told me, oh, he got quite a hard knock. But a referee gave a yellow. VAR didn't change it, so can happen. Can happen.
On the back.
How impressed were you with Crackburch's performance on his part of the back three?
Impressed, like everyone who was in the stadium or saw the game. Ryan did outstanding again today. Without the ball, he was mostly in our last line. Had to play sometimes against the 9, against wingers who are really fast. And with the ball, he came into the midfield. But outstanding performance from him. But if we only highlight him, I don't think I give enough credits to all the other ones that played next to him and around him, because they all could have asked for more, dominate the game, more ball possession with 10 men, more chances created, everything what you want. Unfortunately for us, maybe the only chance they got with 10 men led to a goal. So yeah, that sometimes happens as well.
Correct.
When you go down to 10 men, are you very clear on what you want to do next? Can you prepare for that in advance?
No, because you never know which player is going to go out and which team you've lined up. So it always depends on the players you have available, how you are going to react to that. Are you 1 goal down? Are you 1 goal up? So that makes a difference. So if you're 1 goal up, you might consider to defend with a lot of players. So then I might have considered to bring immediately a defender in. But if you're 1 goal down, you see it differently. So first you take a look at the tactic board and you think, oh, this might be a good option. And that's what we did for 5 minutes. But then looking at it, it looked better on the tactic board than on the pitch, with Cody being a left back. So we changed that after 5 minutes, and our message got across, I think, even better after at half time, where you can tell them even more clearer what we expect from them. And then it helps if you immediately score the 1-1. What doesn't help, we had great momentum that the game was again delayed, or how do you say this, for 3, 4, 5 minutes immediately after we scored the goal, because they were on the ground. And that happened a bit too much for us to keep the momentum going. So everybody's saying, yeah, you've played quite a lot of time. Yeah, it's true. But the momentum is then like this if every time there's a treatment for an injury. This.
You must be delighted with your subs as well, Diogo and Darwin coming on and getting the point in the end there.
Yeah, first of all, we're delighted to have some players back. Because we've had our injuries. The good thing is that nobody spoke about it, because that means you get results. But to have them available at this moment of time was really helpful, because there are 2 Dutch journalists over here, so they were not surprised maybe by the substitutions I made. Maybe you as well, you weren't. But we just thought, bring all the players in that can score a goal. And then to see them working so hard without the ball. So we had 5 or 6 players who are mainly offensive players, but them to be able with 10 to keep the other team away from goal and still create chances was great to see. And indeed, Jota, Darwin had impact, but Harvey had impact as well, being out for 2 months now. It's good to have him back also.
Thank you, everyone. No questions.